Here at Kent Farms, we are trying something new this season. We are bagging corn. So we are putting corn into this big, long, white plastic bag with the hopes that the market goes up as we get farther away from harvest. You can see behind the bag, I do have grain bins, but they do not hold as many bushels as we are producing here on the farm.
This morning on the farm, we are trying something that we've never done before. We are going to bag corn. I would say generally the other folks on the farm are less optimistic about this, just because bins, you can put air on them, you don't have to worry about animals, stuff like that, but they're expensive. So I'm looking at alternative opportunities for storing some grain past harvest.
As far as logistics, the first thing that we need to figure out is how are we going to get this corn out of our grain system into the bag. We needed to dry this corn down because I wanted to have it at the appropriate moisture for hauling it into town. And we just did not have corn dry down in the fields for us this year. Everything needed to run through the dryer. So what we did is we filled up our big bin above our loadout, and then we left it for a few days with the fans running because it dumps hot grain in, and we didn't want the temperature to be hot, so we left it in there with the fans running to cool it down for a couple days before we started bagging. And then we were nervous that our grain cart was not going to fit underneath the side draw. It was a very close fit, but it fit under there so we could dump out of the grain cart into the bagger. Now, don't freak out because you see a red tractor. It's not mine, it's Matt's. Bagging is not a common thing around my area, so I was really excited to hear when another fellow farmer, Matt, had bought this GTT 5010 Akron bagger. And I was really excited when he reached out to me and asked if I wanted to test out this new setup with him. So this was the first time for both of us bagging. So thankfully we had Jerry from Bush Equipment. He came out and showed us what we needed to be doing. These bags can be used to store a bunch of different items, but this particular bag will hold 15,000 bushels of corn. I was estimating that I only needed to hold about 10,000 bushels because my bins would hold the rest. Now, these bags are heavy, and this is one of the smaller sizes. Obviously, this is my first time putting a bag on, but one of the things that makes the Akron bagger stand out compared to others is that it has the hydraulic assist on it that helps get that bag placed right.
Help you. Go on in. Yep. Okay. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than what it was.
It's not that bad.
It ain't bad at all.
250 is even easier.
I'm not sure why I thought I could film me untying this knot with one hand. So this is me getting just some of these ropes off. This is just what keeps the bag all situated together when you're getting it loaded onto the bagger. This is me being really, really helpful. Once you've pulled out an appropriate amount of the end of the bag off, you will fold in the two sides, and then we'll seal the end by nailing some pieces of wood into the bag. Once it's all sealed together, we roll it under so that water won't flow into it. So water will run off the top, if that makes sense. Since the corn that we were going to put into this bag is right here at the shop, we decided to place this bag just right on the edge of the field here. This isn't any low-lying ground. There's no water that lays here, so we knew this would be a nice flat surface for the bag. I did make sure that the corn stalks were pushed down so no stalks could be stabbing the bag. But besides that, just we needed a flat, long spot for this thing to sit. And now it's time for me to put my first grain cart load into this thing. I was a little nervous. Getting it started, but they said the bagger can take the corn pretty much as quickly as I can dump it in here. Now, as the bag fills up, it will push the bagger and the tractor ahead. So you have to have someone sitting in that tractor in neutral, basically to just make sure that it is steering straight. And I'm with most of the standard safety features. If you have your PTO running on your piece of equipment, you got to have someone in that seat. So that person's just guiding it forward. In the bag system, it creeps along, and so I just have to creep along in the grain cart as I'm filling it. And this is what approximately 820-ish bushels of corn looks like in a bag. This is load number 3. Okay, this is actually going so fast that JD is just staying up there as I go dump. Okay, this is load number 4. I think this is load number 8. Okay, and what we missed, there was a fire. A mouse built a nest inside of the tractor that's running the bagger, and they caught on fire. Dad grabbed a fire extinguisher, put it out, and didn't film any of it for me. Everything's fine, so that's the most important thing. This is either load 8, 9, or 10. I've lost count. Okay, now I have to wait for trash pickup. That's okay. That's okay. Tried to get some cool drone footage from above. Unfortunately, it was pretty windy out this day. But I can see how if you have multiple grain carts and you're at a field and the corn is dry enough to just bag directly, how efficient this could be for storing that crop for a couple of months. A lot of people have asked how long I plan on storing this corn for. I've heard people storing it all the way from fall until May. I'm planning on taking this stuff up earlier rather than later, just because I have contracts that I'll need to fill. I'll have cash that I need to have flowing to me. So I'd rather get it earlier rather than later, but we will see. Okay, now we've gotten as much corn as I want to put in it, so we are just pulling the bagger forward, and then we're going to cut it off and seal up this other end. Okay, first off, tell me who you are and what you're doing here at the farm today.
Jerry Hansen from Bush Equipment. We're the importers for Akron grain baggers for the U.S.
Okay, now we've bagged roughly, we're thinking 10,000 bushels here. Did this go as quickly as you thought it would?
Yes, it went really smooth. The grain cart kept up, and the bagger kept. It will do 52,000 an hour if you can have the grain carts to put it out coming out of your bin.
And we don't have that. We had to wait for filling our grain cart. Now, what do I need to do until we get this stuff sucked back up? What do I need to be doing with this bag?
You don't have to do anything with the bag because it's already dry grain. It'll stay in there for as long as you need to go to market your grain at a better price in the later on in the season.
Okay, and we took a sample out of there. I haven't tested it yet, but it's going in the bag and it's coming out the exact same, right?
Right. It pushes all the oxygen out of the bag, so it will just stay in there. Whatever you put it in, it will come out that moisture.
Okay, and we need to make sure that the raccoons, the deer, and the groundhog don't get in the bag. That's
your
main
main deal.
concern.
And what I would suggest you do is take dry urea and take a lawn fertilizer spreader and go around your bag because they do not like the ammonia smell.
Add that to the to-do list. Okay, so this is an Akron bagger and it's a 10-foot bag. What's special about this?
It's got a 11-foot hopper, so it's an extra big hopper, so your grain cart does not have to keep riding the brakes.
Cool.
Got a 24-inch auger in it, so that's where you can get your high speed with the bigger grain carts to dump and move.
Okay, so this is the man of the hour. This is the one who actually owns this bagger right here. This is Matt. How do you think today went?
I think it went pretty good. We had a little tractor fire, but that would have been pretty embarrassing. But
it's because we've had 2 red tractors here ever on the farm that I know of. The second one caught on fire.
There you go. So, but no, it went really good, and I thought it was going to be a lot harder than what it turned out to be. And I just hope this works out good for the future. So I don't know. Yeah,
we're excited. Now we just need the prices to go up.
That's right.
Right?
Keep going. That's right.